Welcome everyone to the Side Drive Podcast. Welcome to our Xfinity Series race review. The race was from Iowa Speedway. It was some great short track action this Sunday, and yes, it was on Sunday. There was no Cup race, and got to see a double header with the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series due to the rain on Saturday.
Yeah, it's always good for the fans to get a double hitter. Get two races in one day. That's like every fan's dream, just to see two races.
Yeah, triple header is the dream.
Oh yeah.
But double header is okay too. Maybe one day we'll see the Cup Series there.
That'd be a full day.
Full day, yeah. So since this video is kind of late, we do this different format where we just talk about everyone's day individually throughout the top 10. We do want to go through some of the ones not in the top 10. That is kind of like an honorable mention. First one I can see here is 15th, the 2 of Tyler Reddick. Started 5th. I think this is the first race in a long time we haven't really heard much from Tyler Reddick. Normally he's up there, racing against the other members of the top 3 of the series, but just did not have a good day.
Yeah, I believe he had a loose wheel or tire went down or something during that second stage, and tried to recover from it, but could never get back on the lead lap. But he did have an awesome car. I mean, it was really fast. But.
Definitely fast, but unfortunately, when you're 2 laps down due to a tire issue, you never get to show your true potential, especially in the Xfinity Series race where the laps are, I think it's like half of a Cup Series race, so not as much. And then 13th, Justin Haley, which I do think he should have been higher than 13th.
Yeah, he started in the back. I believe they had an engine change. He raced his way up to the front. I mean, he got in the top 10. Then the third stage, I believe he finally got in the John Hunter Nemechek. It's just they've been battling each other all day, and then at the very end, I believe it cut his tire. He was trying to limp in, just trying to finish the race.
Then 11th, we had Brandon Jones. He had a pretty decent day. No unfortunate things happened to him in this race. We've seen a lot of bad luck out of him. Not a top 10, but very close.
Yeah, he's knocking on the top 10. He's always fast every week, and most of the time he gets involved in somebody else's mess.
And then now we get into the top 10. We have Austin Cindric, who started 7th, but ended up in 10th, and I believe he had a really fast car, just not a good short run car.
Yeah, that last restart really messed him up. Got put back in the field. I believe he was like fourth or fifth on the restart, and him and Justin Allgaier battled each other all day long. They got in each other a few times, and but they didn't wreck each other. But it's really hard racing. But yeah, he really had a fast car.
That's something we've been seeing the past couple of races is Austin Cindric versus Justin Allgaier. You think maybe that could turn into something eventually? We saw in the Truck Series race where that rivalry was brewing between Sauter and Hill, and it finally erupted much quicker than Allgaier and Cindric. But maybe
if Cindric can go and buy him lunch or something, and like I didn't mean to put you in a wall. It's just fight for space. So we're all good.
Yeah. So maybe that could end up being some sort of drama in the future races. We're going to Chicagoland next. That's a great place to see some action like that. But also,
I'm not sure which spotter he had. If Josh Williams was spotting for him or not. I know usually when the trucks, when the Cup Series is at the same track, they use the Cup spotters. Since the Cup Series is off this week, some of them using different spotters, and sometimes that spotter may say they're clear and they're not actually always clear. But
Yeah, so we'll stay with that next couple of weeks, see what happens. Maybe nothing will happen, but I think it's starting to get really heated between them two.
yeah, Justin, he's kind of a low tempered guy anyway, and I don't know. He might just let it wash off and go to the next race. And he's a veteran of the sport, and he's he takes care of his equipment. So.
Yeah, we'll just have to see though. And in ninth, we have Michael Annette, number one. Very, very solid day out of him. Not top 5 or anything, but a good solid top 10 run.
Really, all the junior motorsports was really running really well. Most of the day they ran in the top 10, except for like when Noah Gregson had a loose wheel and got 2 laps down and he come back. But Michael Nett, he's showing some strength. Ran a very good race.
Then in eighth, we have John Hunter Nemechek, who started 6th. Very solid day out of him, up in the top 5 most of the day, and eventually led up to a top 10. So a great race out of him.
Yeah, he fights every lap till the end, and it's just before time he'll get in the victory lane.
And in 7th, we have Chase Briscoe, started 9th. Consistently getting those top 10s. Doesn't make a whole lot of noise, but towards the end of these races, he's been getting a lot of positions and marched his way to a 7th place.
Yeah, he's got good equipment, and he's just learning a lot week to week. And like I said, he's going to be eventually he's going to get victory lane. It's just a matter of time. It's just he's consistently, and that's the main thing, is being consistent in the top 10, and that's what he does. It seemed like at the end of, he may run in the back of, fighting his way all the way to the front, and he always manages to get up there at the end.
Then in 6th, we have the 9 of Noah Gregson, who did start 4th, but he had some, I believe, tire issues towards the end of stage 1 or stage 2, and that would put him around 2 laps down, and that's not what you want to be in a short track.
No, he really had a strong car. He was running top 5 at stage 1. I believe stage 2 is when he had the loose wheel and just stayed after it, and then finally in the middle of stage 3, toward that last caution, he got his lap back. Was 2 laps back. He got a lead lap. He had fresh tires, and he's racing his way up to the top 10. So he's starting to run consistently more in the top 10, and I believe he ran good at Iowa. Anyway, I believe he ran good in the trucks last year. I'm seeing. I believe he's really the leader right now of junior motorsports, and between him and Justin Allgaier, I believe they're about tied.
Yeah, Junior Motorsports hasn't had the season that they'd like to, just in terms of wins. I believe it's just that one with Michael Annette. So they're really hungry to get in victory lane. I think either Noah Gregson or Justin Allgaier is going to get there. We may even see that 8 car get in the victory lane. Speaking of that, in the 5th spot, we have Zane Smith, who started 3rd, but kept it clean all day and ended up in the top 5.
Yeah, I believe he's just trying to showcase his talents, and he may end up at Junior Motorsports on a full-time ride. I don't know. He ran a good race and very competitive all day, and kept his nose clean, and at 8 car, it was looking good out
there. Then in the 4th position, we have Harrison Burton in the 18 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Another solid day out of him. Ran both the Truck Series race and Xfinity Series race, and just kept it clean all day and got a 4th position.
Yeah, that's a good achievement to be that young and actually run both races in one day, trying to stay hydrated the whole time, and I believe he finished top 10 both races.
Yes, that's a great thing to do. By the time I would do that, I'd be I'm just going to park the thing. I'm tired. I want to go sleep. Really great drive by Harrison Burton. And then we have the top three. Justin Allgaier to 7. Started 14th. Not a very good qualifying start, but made his way up there. He just wasn't as fast as the top two, but he was around the third or fourth best car all day.
Yeah, I always like to see him on the restarts. He'll just dive it in there, and something about the restarts, he gets 2 or 3 positions, about every time.
And then in the second place we have the 00 of Cole Custer, who he was at first it seemed like he had the car to beat, and then eventually Christopher Bell would get around him, and he would just be chasing Christopher the rest of the race, and just no matter what adjustment he made, I guess with the lack of practice time, just did not know where the car was before the race, didn't know what adjustments it needed. Maybe if we would have got that practice time, he maybe would have been able to be as fast as Christopher Bell.
Yeah, it's possible. I believe I just went the wrong way on adjustment, and it put him back, and then they're trying to chase the adjustments back, get it where it needs to. I believe that one at the end of stage 2, they got stage 3, he went to pits and got out before Christopher Bell, and held him off for a little bit, and then Christopher Bell got into him, but Cole said it was just racing. This is hard racing. No hard feelings there, but I'm like, really? You're fighting for space, and it's hard to pass, and you try to get the side draft, and sometimes you just get into the other guy. But towards the end, he had the second place car anyway.
Yeah, then Christopher Bell just cruised on to another victory, the 4th win of the season, and that would make him have the most wins of the season compared to the other two who are tied with 3. So they're going to be racking up these wins. Can someone step up and get a win themselves?
It's possible, and Christopher Bell, he won both stages and won the race. So he's definitely tough to beat week to week. He's a good contender going into the Cup Series. So we'll see what is in store for him in the future.
Yeah, the Cup Series got some great competitors making their way up. The 3 of those, Bell, Cole Custer, and Tyler Reddick, they'll be battling all the way up until the Cup Series.
Yeah. The question is, is it, Kyle Busch coming into the series making him better, or helping him along the way since he drove for KBM, and I don't know.
Yeah, that's always going to be a topic to be debated. Does Kyle Busch coming in, or not just Kyle Busch, but Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Harvick, at the time Kyle Larson. So does that help them, or does that not help them? Now that they're gone and not in the series for just a little bit, hasn't been any Cup drivers who have been on that level in the Xfinity Series for just a few weeks, and now we've got to see where these guys truly are and see their talent. Does it take away from that, or does it help it in the long run?
Yeah, it's always good to see Xfinity guys just duke it out with each other and see who's the best of the best.
Yes. Tell us what you think in the comments down below. Should seeing these Cup guys in the Xfinity Series, do you think it helps them, or does it take away from seeing these awesome battles on the racetrack with just the Xfinity guys? But we do want to give a shout out to BKP264 on Twitter for finding Dale Jr. in the thumbnail. And if you haven't found Dale Jr. yet, he's right there. But he is somewhere in the thumbnail. Can you find him somewhere in this thumbnail, of course? If you do find him, let us know in the comments down below where you found him, and he might be your Twitter handle or YouTube handle might be shouted out on this show for the Truck Series race review at Gateway, or whatever the new name is. I can't really remember it.
Yeah.
Worldwide technology, something like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to study that long and hard.
Yep.
Alright, so hope you all enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time. See you Friday for our Fast Picks, and it is officially not the off week for the Cup Series anymore, so got that to look forward to.
Yeah, going to Sonoma.
Alright, so we'll see you for our Fast Picks and then our race reviews coming up this weekend.